Need to hear love. Need to hear love. Need to hear
Get the wolf, get a handle, get a grip, get ammo. It's the return of camo. A hit with a hit's a trip with this candle. Anywhere can do anything, attitude I stick to gets me this candle. Lit in this wick of this candle's been lit by this candle. Eminem sick, this kid sick and dismantled. From the trench of Atlanta, Tennessee and Alabama. For me to be another channel, for you to surf and scramble. Touch so many lives and bust so much fire that my dick's a Roman candle. Sit so up high, sit so much jack that my last name should have been Daniel. Yeah, and I'm standing on this fucking stage. I come from the bottom of a bottle to the top here. I'm talking lemonade from lemons. Bitch, don't get me now. Shady, put me on the front row. Bow, crank it. I need to hear loud. Need to hear loud. Need to hear It's no accident, my track list has got classics. I'm radio, I'm active, yeah, pick it up, you. They told me that I wouldn't do shit, and that I wouldn't make it. I just smiled and grabbed my nuts, fuck them. Sometimes you. Cause when I realized I was the only one that would ever fuck up what I get, I never looked back and I told my demo everywhere I went, you. I was kicked down, then kicked again, till I was kicking in every lock and hinge. Dropped my friends, trying to hold me back so I could hit the road and rock again. And there they are, but I'm standing on this fucking stage. I come from the bottom of a bottle to the top here. I'm talking lemonade from lemons. Bitch, don't get me now. Shady, put me on the front row. Bow, crank it. I need to hear loud.
What a beautiful, sexy night. What a shame that someone would try to mess this up right now. Look around. I mean, I hear everything you're saying, but to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck, dude! Let me tell you about my GPA, 4.0 straight A's, and I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you about my resume, it's so cray, it's insane, and I don't give a fuck. And my boyfriend, he's so hot, and the car that he bought me is I don't give a fuck. And my ooh la la, my blah blah blah, and I don't give a fuck. Cause I'm a bachelor, so fuck attaching a label to the life we're living and imagine a future where we won't be living in the past. I'll be flipping birds like a chicken breast on a spatula. So if you're bragging, then you can forget it. And if it thunders and if it rains and pours, let it. And in the morning then it'll hit you that George said it. They gave him a fuck you, returned it for store credit. But don't be sorry yet if you got a score, settle it. Cause it's more pleasure with fun before etiquette. Get up on the table and pour your drinks, get it. But don't be boneheaded, it's for your own benefit. I'll be getting open and seeking my seventh heaven. Irreverent, will you be seeking the Reverend or Pope Benedict? You gotta stick where the sun don't shine, well that's fine. But remember that I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you about my GPA, 4.0 straight A's, and I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you about my resume, it's so cray, it's insane, and I don't give a fuck. And my boyfriend, he's so hot, and the car that he bought me is I don't give a fuck. And my ooh la la, my blah blah blah, and I don't give a fuck. All I wanna do is get my mind right. If I'm looking at tomorrow, check my eyesight. All I'm gonna focus on is this fine night, cause all I know is that this life is finite. Never Neverland isn't more than a legend, and so I gotta be digging the present session and getting this, wedging myself up into the wettest crevices, effortless, grabbing a piece of the flesh. If you love it, then why fight? Some people slower than a 90s modem. Wanna see the nips? It's a while to load 'em. If life is a woman, she's got some epic titties, and I wanna get up in it and live it and motorboat 'em. Cause I wanna see the cool and the classy, and I wanna see the cruel and the nasty. Cause if it's real shit, let me feel it, and if you can't deal, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. a fuck. Am I ooh la la, my blah blah blah, and I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you about my GPA, 4.0 straight A's, and I don't give a fuck.
Let me tell you about my resume, it's so crazy, it's insane, and
I don't give a fuck. And my boyfriend, he's so hot, and the car that he bought me is I don't give a fuck. Am I ooh la la, my blah blah blah, and I don't give a fuck.
I've been buried in the sand. I've come down with no place to land. I don't need you to understand. It's not what I had planned. All the hunger, all the yearning, with the lifeline that you're burning, poison lesson that you're learning. The road ahead is turning. Suicidal education, wake up soul to our generation. Wake up to the manipulation. Wake up to the situation. Suicidal education. Stick together, side by side. We no longer need to hide from the darkness into the light. Now is your time. I need something to numb the pain. Forget me and forget my name. Waiting for the time to arrive. No one gets out of here alive. Suicidal education. Wake up soul to our generation. Wake up to the manipulation. Wake up to the situation. Suicidal education. I've been buried in the sand. I've come down with no place to land. I don't need you to understand. It's not what I had planned.